Hello, 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 hello. Hello and welcome to this final boss fight live stream of Minecraft. My name is John and the Angel Games player has thrown their back out this week and isn't going to be with us, so it's just me on my own. Um, so yeah, you're just stuck with me, I'm afraid. I've been clearing some ground because Jen's been busy building this very elaborate, very fancy greenhouse for us to put Botania stuff in. And I don't want to start on Botania today. I want one, Jen to be around for it. Two, I'm going to need to build some dirt plots in there for Botania growth, flower growth to exist on. So I've been clearing some space next to where the Botania greenhouse is that we're going to use for PneumaticCraft. So basically, I've just been going around a little bit before the stream started with my laser because it cuts a 3x3 out of the ground. It's a very quick way to clear some space. It's also nighttime. Let's sleep through this night so that we don't get monsters. And then I'm going to start on PneumaticCraft. And I've gone through the mod a little bit. I've played it a few times before, but I've looked through the JEI of PneumaticCraft and I've seen some of the things that I want to build. And I've put them in my to-do list, which is a good use for the to-do list. So sort of the ultimate goal of what I want to build from PneumaticCraft is there is a pneumatic set of armor. But to build it, we're going to need compressed iron on a regularly repeatable schedule. And we're also going to need PCB boards, or PCBs, which means we're going to need to get capacitors and transistors and unassembled PCBs. And unassembled PCBs, we're probably going to need to get an assembly controller up and running with the laser program, which does mean we're going to need to build the etching tank and the light box because you need to initially do things with this method because I think it's the assembly platform needs a PCB. I don't think the arms need PCBs, but basically, yeah, we're going to need to build some things. And ideally, I wanted to put them in a garage or some sort of PneumaticCraft building. What I've said to Jen is we'll start building the machines and then she can put the building around them. So the first thing I'm going to build is a manual because it's always useful to have a book that will show us how to do things. And I've also put together a pressure chamber so I can put together a very simple pressure chamber. I did accidentally build too many of certain bits of it, but it's not a huge problem. So let's go and put this pressure chamber into the world. And we'll go from there. So PneumaticCraft, in case, for the uninitiated, is a mod that deals with air pressure and pneumatic things. And it's very interesting because it adds an entirely new power system to the game. think I want that do I want that way around? Yeah, input this side, output that side. And I'll put the valve on the back. And we've now got a pressure chamber. Step 1, done. And yeah, it's very interesting because it builds pneumatic power, air pressure. It also adds heat now, which is an interesting addition to the mod. As another crafting mechanic. We're going to want a compressor, and we're going to have to start with a basic air compressor, which it looks like we can have our system auto-craft us everything. And we're going to get some coal. We got a decent amount of coal. And we're going to get tubes. Pressure tubes. Pipes. Something. No, pressure tube. There we are. Totally tubular. How do we have those and I didn't make them? Did we find them in a dungeon or something? Let's head on over here, put down our first air compressor, give it a little bit of rum. Now the main thing I know about that's annoying, that's the wrong way around. The main thing I know about I did the same thing, didn't I? The main thing I know about this mod is we don't want to break the pressure pipes or any of the machines as much as possible because the pressure system evens out over the whole system. So if I put coal in here, this is going to start slowly building up pressure. And you can see in the tooltip, it's slowly building up pressure. And if it gets above 5 bars, it goes boom. And so we don't want that. But also the entire system sort of evens out on pressure. And one of the things we're going to want to do is use these valves, use these interfaces to get things in and out of the pressure chamber. But the longer the door stays open, the more pressure can escape from the door. So we want these to be as fast as they can be. Oh, I've just noticed I spelt FBF wrong in the stream title. No, I don't care. So what's the first thing we want to build in the pressure chamber? One of the first things I want to build is a pressure gauge, because that can be used to make the pressure gauge tube module. And then the module emits a redstone signal, the strength of which depends on the tube's pressure. So in theory, I can then use that to turn this off if we get to a certain pressure. I definitely know how redstone works. He lied, the lyingest lie that ever lied. So we've already got some compressed iron from when we blew up the stack of iron last week. So we don't need to compress any iron just yet. So let's build us a pressure gauge. And then can I build the tube module? Yeah. And then let's get some redstone. And we'll go lay out a very basic auto shut off. So you go there, and you're up to 2 bars. So we want it to get to 4 and a bit. Is that enough? So that emits, and that's 3 bars. Oh, so we're at nearly 2 bars. It's emitting a power of 3. So does it emit 1 power for each half bar that it goes up? I could look this up in the book. That's what I bought a book. That's why I made the book. Sneak to view. It's just telling me about pressure tubes. Tell me about the pipe thing. Tube modules. Tell me about the pressure gauge module. Strength equals 2 times the pressure. Okay, so twice the pressure is what it exports. So yep, basically half a bar is 1 redstone power. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that should get us to 3.5. So I think 1, 2 might be too much. I'll pop you off. Yep, that's what happens if you break the pipe. So that's, is that gonna work? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that's not gonna work. That's what I didn't want you to do. I also need to turn this on when you're getting a low signal. Well, I guess we'll just go back to the way that it was. If I do this with a wrench, yeah, just pop off the module. Good. Good, good, good. 1, 2, so that's getting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that should be, if that's 7, 6, 5, 4. So I want that to be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that's right. That's 9. That's 4.5 bars. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then that should turn off. Let's have a little nap. And then we'll see if that... Hello, trader. Do you have anything useful? Diamond horse armor. Thunder Forge leg guards. Those are some nice pants, dude. I guess we're going to find out real soon if that's going to explode. That can all go away for now. We want to focus on the PCB. I really want to focus on the PCB because I know that that's one of the most important things that we're going to need to build. And to do it, we're going to need an assembly controller. And to build an assembly controller, we're going to need an assembly platform, an assembly I/O unit, 2 assembly I/O units, and a laser. And there's also a drill. Driller. So let's see what of that can we build at the moment. We're passing 7 power. The power has got to there. Yeah, so I am right in my numbering. I did manage to count correctly. I can count to 9. Go brain. And the important thing is I want this to stop at 4.5 because this is going to be a little bit higher than the pressure over here. So I don't want this to sneak up to 5 and that be a little bit less than 5 and it doesn't turn it off. What I want to see is this gets to 4.5, this gets to emitting 9 power, and the compressor turns off and stops working. And it will slowly lose pressure over time and then turn itself back on. It shouldn't flicker too much, I don't think. But we can build advanced versions of some of this stuff. And one of the advanced things is an advanced pressure gauge. And you're gonna finish that coal and then stop, right? Please? Please? You did. Okay, so that's another reason we want it to stop a little bit before explosion time, is it will finish the bit of coal that it's working on. Which is not ideal, but it's the way the initial compressor works. So can we build, what do we need to build this? We need plastic. How do we get plastic? You can smelt plastic construction bricks. Okay. Or heat frame around a large fluid container. Plastic. Molten plastic. Where does molten plastic come from? Biodiesel or LPG? How do I get biodiesel? Fluid mixer, ethanol, and vegetable oil. So do we want to go the biodiesel route, which needs ethanol, which comes from... I got poisonous potatoes. I do got poisonous potatoes and I'm not doing anything with them. I need yeast, though. How do I get yeast? PneumaticCraft, thermo-pneumatic processor of water and mushrooms. Do I have mushrooms? If not, time to automate mushrooms, I guess. Can I automate mushrooms? Oh, I don't have a lot of space for that. Letters on a postcard if you thought I was going to make a joke. Do have mushrooms, and they're automated. Fabulous. Go past John. So, yeast needs to be made in a thermo-pneumatic pressure plant, processing plant. It needs to be between 30 and 60 degrees, which I think is just standard temperature. See if I can make what? Reinforced stone slabs I can make everything for. So I could put this recipe in the system, and what about the fluid tanks? And put that recipe in the system. I'll need to teach it how to make compressed iron, but I've not run a cable over to the compressor just yet. But I do want to start doing that. But I can put these in this crafter. And then I should be able to quick click to get a thermo plant. Thermo doohickey. And then I want a sink to be over at the processing plant. One garage sink. And we're just going to get a couple of laser nodes because they're useful. And do I have any... what cards do I have in my card reader at the moment? Do have some fluid cards. Okay. I can run a cable over from here. So I'll do that in a second. I need to do that for mushrooms anyway. So let's... I was going to assume that this is not the wall, but let's for a moment assume that this is the wall. And we're going to get a laser node. Oh, let's be sensible with laser nodes. Boop, that can go there. On this side, you're going to input water. On this side, you're going to export water. No, other way around. You're going to extract water. You are going to insert water. We should be getting water in the thingamadoodle. And you are currently a little bit cool. You're going to be annoying, aren't you? Yes. Yes, you are. What if I put a torch next to you? How hot is a torch? Raised it 1 degree. So how about there is a thermal lagging. How do I build that? It's wool and glass. Should have plenty of that in the computer. I'll grab some mushrooms and see if we can start building up some yeast. Mushrooms. Thermal lagging. And let's see about getting... two stacks of cables. Might need to come back for that. But it's night time, so we'll sleep through the night and it might be done by morning. Sorry, was the achievement for the thermopneumatic processing plant say that 3 times quick? It's not even one of the hard things to say, is it? Ah, my ankles. I need milk. I need milk. Do we have milk? Do we have cows? All these questions and more. We do have some milk. Good. Right. Pillagers, you've made a mistake. Good. The you are not. Okay, you are building up heat a little bit now. Is that gonna be enough? Looks like it might be. Come on. There we go. And you're not going to go over 60, are you? Just from being insulated. Tell me you're not going to go over 60 just from being insulated. Please. Stabilize. Stop going up. Stop going up. I'm asking you nicely. We'll see how that goes. So biodiesel comes from mixing vegetable oil, which we get from a thermopneumatic, and seeds. Seeds or crops. Does that include potato? Potato, are you a crop? You have to tell me if you're a crop. Is it better to get the crop or the seed? The seed is better. Do we have any seeds automated yet? Don't know if we do actually have any seeds automated yet. Is it time to set up a quick wheat farm? Yeah, we definitely don't have seeds automated. If we've, oh, have we only got 512 because they're going into a draw that only accepts... Yeah, they're only going into a draw that accepts 512. Let's get a expansion card on that. Actually, you can go away, you can go away. My fish can go away. Yeah, the fact that that's not shooting up tells me that we aren't automating seeds yet. We are going to need seeds for Twilight Forest. So I think it's time to set up a basic system like we've got for potatoes for wheat. Boing. So let's check in this first. Yeah, you've hit 88. What if I take the thermal lagging off the top? Or all of it? What if I break the whole thing? If I only put thermal lagging on the top and the side. Right. What if you're only insulated? Is there a way of looking up heat? Heat. What if I look up ice? That'll tell me about the heat. No. No, wait, here we go. Heat block properties. Have you got anything that is... ...30 degrees? Liquid sulfur trioxide is 45. And will possibly turn into air or ice. Book, do you have any advice? Building with a villager, heat. Torches and air have a high resistance, while compressed iron has a low resistance. Thermal resistance determines how fast heat can be spread from one object to another. Machines lose heat. This is particularly noticeable with a refinery, which has many exposed faces, but also true of any heat-conducting blocks. Yeah, you're just telling me the basics of heat. Heat sources. Efficiently disperse heat from the blocks it's attached to. When connecting a vanilla furnace to any dynamics heat source will produce heat. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there that's just going to be... What if I put the torch down and leave it until we get to the right temperature and then take the torch away? Would that work? I'm going to let it get to like 35. No, that went back down in temperature. Probably because I was messing around. $35. Oh. Well, that made me jump. It is staying at 34 at the moment. Let's run some cables over. So we want to grab... There's a cable here. Oh, there's also a cable over here, isn't there? There's a cable under the lava. Where is it? Here it is. Might need some target. I'm stuck in a hole. Dang it. Dang it. Ow. There we go. Right. Where do I actually want the cable to go to? Lots of places. But for a start, let's try and get it over here. Should be that nice big green light in the sky. So 35 meters away that way. Go this way about to here. Need to keep going. Little more. Little more. Oh, azurine. And we're going to go this way. Little more. Difficult to see. And then it's up. Perfect. I mean, almost. And let's get my cable running down this line, which I think does mean I need to block out those torches. But that's fine. Who needs to see? Sounds like there's a circus going on outside. There very well might be, actually. So what we actually want is to run where's the cable gone? There it is. Run the cable over to there. And we will go get an exporter. I've just blocked myself in a hole again. We'll go get an exporter where we'll start exporting mushrooms. And hopefully the exporter will work the same as the block that's currently there to keep the temperature nice. And let's get a crafter real quick. Because I'm going to want a pattern for... which means I need the pattern thingy for compressed iron in the pressure chamber. I should be able to run that cable as well using the cabling that I just made. Oh, you're going to be annoying, aren't you? Really? And we lost so much pressure there. Will you just rotate? No. Brilliant. Let's see about getting the exporter in place. Are you still running? No. Oh, this is all coming up roses. On the plus side, I'm getting mushrooms. We got yeast. That's not nothing. Oh, Nate the squiggly squiggle squiggle. Let's go say hi to Nate. I feel like taking out a little bit of frustration on something. With my sword will do me good. It's a skeleton sat on something. What did you drop for us, Nate? Nate's aquatic leather boots of iron. Well, yay. Sleeping bag, sleeping bag, sleeping bag. Well, that lost all of the pressure again. But at least the crafter is the right orientation, and I would have screamed if that had accidentally broken the crafter. Let's grab some cables. I must have cables. There they are. I had a shovel. So, in theory, the system now knows how to craft compressed iron. Oh, me. So, if I ask for... some of this out of my inventory. So much stuff. If I ask for compressed iron, you should be able to craft it. I am going to need an interface to pick it up at the other end. Done. So that should have put 10 iron into the compressor, which we should be able to see by standing in front of it and going, oh, look, there's iron. And telling this, yep, you should be exporting crafted items only. And so this now just needs to build up over 2 bars, which it does reasonably quickly. And then that should pop like popcorn. It will drop a little bit of pressure when it does that. Partially because it's using the pressure to craft it, and partially because the door's going to open to let it out. How are you doing over here? You get a lot of heat from a torch. Yeah, I need to work out a better way of doing that, apparently. I think what I need to do is I'm going to set up the same setup I've got for the potatoes for seeds. And then that's probably going to be where we wrap up for this week. I know it's been a bit short. I started a bit late, but there you go. You hit the pop. It dropped. That's great. So we're auto-crafting compressed iron now. That's good. That's what we want. We will like it when things start auto-crafting. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to want basically exactly this setup again, aren't I? So I need a plant gatherer and a plant sower. And we can clear out our inventory a bit. That can go away, that can go away, that can go, that can go. That can go. That can go away. Nate's boots can go away. So I want a plant. Ooh, hanging plants. Plant gatherer. She's gonna need a hoe and 2 axes. And then I need a plant sower. And then I'm going to need range add-ons. And then I'm going to need the seeds. Is there going to be the space out here for it between here and Jen's place? There should be, but I'm going to need to pop some more dirt down as well, but that's okay. We've got dirt. Dirt. Very easy to get. How did Juliet die down there? Eric, kindly get out of the hole in the ground. Please, Eric. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there should be a gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I can move that over. Move that over one, so there's a bit of a path between the two fields. Sleeping bag. Stop putting dirt on places where I don't want to put dirt. Me. And then I need water. That was not water. So underneath the water is going to go the plant sower. And then we put the water on top of that. And we give that one of the range add-ons. Show the working area, and it should be one away. Good. And let's just run some dirt along here, and we'll build this hill up a little bit. Looks a little natural. And then we will put the plant gatherer there, and we will give it the other add-on, and we'll ask it to show the working area, and it should match up perfectly. That's good. We can turn off the working area for both of these now. We'll put the seeds in. And then we want to get power over there. How are you getting power at the moment? Are you giving us power? No. Could you be giving us power? Probably not. Okay. Okay. So, actually, if I grab half a stack of seeds out, and I'm going to put half a stack in this interface. I'm now going to go back and get an actual half stack. I'm going to put it in the right slot on the interface. You should export half a stack of seeds. And laser nodes. You're going to get a laser node. Didn't want to break that. And we're going to dig down under the ground. And you're going to get a laser node. And on the south, you're going to get an item card in stocking mode. With a counting upgrade, counting filter, counting thingamy. For seeds. And so in stocking mode, on the south side, you are going to have a counting filter that says 64 seeds are stocked in here. And then I'm going to get my laser wrench. And I'm going to tap you to you. Nope. And then also, can we get that far? No. So I need a laser. Laser connector. And that can go in the middle. Can go here. Yeah. So you are going to connect there, and then you are going to connect there. And then you on the south side are going to stock on the pink channel. And you should now be getting seeds. And that should stock up to 64. I'm not going to actually watch it to make sure it does. I'm going to assume that it will. We can check that in a minute. And you on this side are just going to get an extract on the pink channel as well. Not going to see anything there because there's no power at the moment. Now, good question. Can it do power? Do I have power cards? I don't at the moment. Don't think that network has power on it. But there's one way to find out. It's not called power, it's called energy. Give me another. Can you insert power? No. How is the power getting over here? Get some flux ducts. That should be easy enough. Have I not taught the system how to make flux ducts? I mean, evidently the fact that they're not there suggests that I have not. I'm going to need to. What am I? No, I'm going to upgrade it to cables. Let's get some elite cables and replace these flux ducts. And we're just going to get rid of this recipe. So we can just... Where do they go? I can just paste cables in here, right? Yeah, you connect to that. A few more. Gonna need some more cables. And also to sleep through another night. Should be relatively quick. Nice. Okay, so now you have power to be sowing, you have power to be gathering, and I just needed the hoe to start it actually planting. Yay, we're getting wheat. Another thing we really should have automated a long time ago, I think. The other important question now is... Hey, thank you for the follow, Southern Pilot. Welcome in. Welcome to the Final Boss Fight family. Take up your sword and let's take this final boss fight on together. Do we have wheat in this draw network? We've got the seeds, but we don't actually have the wheat. So we should add the wheat. Add it to the same one as the... How are you doing, Southern Pilot? Add it to the same drawer as sweet corn. And let's actually bump that one up as well. Which means we're going to need a drawer upgrade. Sorry, upgrade template. And we're going to need an storage upgrade, diamond, and a void upgrade. Void upgrade. Oh, and that's got the eggs in as well, so that should be a lot more eggs once that starts backing up again. So now we've got wheat growing, which means we should be able to get, or we should have by next time, copious amounts of seeds that we can turn into seed oil and then start processing to make biodiesel. We just need to work out something sensible that we can put under the thermo... That guy's on the roof. That's so dumb. What in your code suggested trading might be done up there, Mr. Wandering Trader? Run some dirt along the front here so that people can have somewhere to hop up onto where they're not going to hop up onto farmland, because that breaks the farmland. So yeah, next time hopefully we'll have some more thermo processing, because from the looks of it we want to get biodiesel, and then with the biodiesel we want to be able to make molten plastic, because with the molten plastic we can then make, well, I mean, plastic. Which we need to make the assembly unit, and also these pneumatic cylinders. So we need to get a decent amount of plastic going. I will look into trying to work out a reasonable way to get this to keep running. So I think we're going to need this to just keep running, and at the moment we're either overheating it or it's dropping below. We need to get something that will keep it between 30 and 60. I need to work out what that is. And then we also need some other machines along here to do more processing to get us some plastics. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do send us a follow. Please do hit us a follow button. Hit us a follow button. Hit our follow button. And that's a great way for you guys to know we go live in a completely free way that you can support us on the channel. It really does mean a lot to us. We have a lot coming up that we're really looking forward to. We have a YouTube channel that you can follow for all of our previous videos. We also have a Discord you can join to chat with us about the things that we're doing, the games that we're playing. And we have a website, www.finalbossfight.co.uk, for all of the stuff that we do, including the fact that we are going to be at the UK Games Expo at the end of this month in 2 weeks' time, which is insane. It's really getting close now. It's a little over 2 weeks' time, but yeah, it's getting there. We're going to be selling stuff. We're going to have some crafted things. We're going to have some role-playing stuff for you to see. Some interesting stuff. We look forward to see your faces. We also have the following streams coming up. Tomorrow night, hopefully tomorrow night, Monday night, and Wednesday night next week, the Angel Games player is going to be playing the Angel Games player roulette, where they roll a random game and play it. And then Friday on FBF, we're going to have the Adventures of the Golden Tooth, the Shattered Obelisk. The group are going to continue to make their way through Zorzula's Rest, the Dwergar mining camp that they started exploring the last session. And then on Sunday, the Dungeon of the Mad Mage is going to continue with the group dealing with the lost levels some more. And then Wednesday next week, FBFCraft V3 will continue with more modded Minecraft action. Where I'll hopefully be continuing this while Jen, assuming she's feeling better, starts to build or continues to build both the Britannia setup and the PneumaticCraft setup around what we're working on. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to do a little raid now at... who are we going to raid? Let's do a little raid at Unisalatus. Hopefully they're not finishing soon. Doesn't look like it. We're going to send you guys over to Unisalatus, who is playing some RimWorld. We'll see you guys again real soon. For now, so long. Bye, guys.